The concept of floating cities on Venus. The idea of humans living in floating cities on Venus stems from the planet's thick atmosphere. While Venus's surface is incredibly hostile, with extreme heat and crushing pressure, its upper atmosphere offers more favorable conditions. At around 50 kilometers above the surface, temperatures and pressure are similar to those on Earth, making it a potential target for future habitation. Why Venus? The planet's unique atmosphere. Venus has a dense atmosphere composed mostly of carbon dioxide, which could potentially support floating habitats. The pressure at this altitude is Earth-like, making it less challenging to design structures that can withstand the environment. Unlike Mars, where colonization would involve different atmospheric challenges, Venus's upper atmosphere offers a unique advantage. Designing floating habitats on Venus. Floating cities would need to be supported by giant airships or balloons filled with lighter gases like helium or hydrogen. These structures could remain buoyant in the atmosphere, floating above the inhospitable surface. Advanced materials would be needed to protect against Venus's acidic clouds, primarily composed of sulfuric acid. Potential resources for sustainability. Venus's atmosphere may provide resources for sustaining life. Water, in the form of vapor, could be extracted from the atmosphere, while solar power could provide ample energy. Inhabitants of these floating cities could potentially live off the land, using atmospheric mining techniques to harvest materials from Venus itself. Challenges. Sulfuric acid and harsh conditions. One of the primary challenges of living on Venus is its acidic clouds. The upper atmosphere contains sulfuric acid, which would corrode most materials. Engineers would need to develop specialized coatings and materials to withstand these conditions, ensuring the safety and longevity of floating habitats. Life support systems for Venus habitats. Maintaining life support systems in Venus's atmosphere would be complex but not impossible. Oxygen would need to be generated on board, likely through splitting water molecules or other chemical processes. A reliable recycling system would be critical to maintain breathable air, potable water, and other essential resources for long-term survival. Powering floating cities. The role of solar energy. Venus is closer to the Sun than Earth, receiving about twice as much solar energy. This abundance of sunlight could be harnessed to power floating cities. Solar panels could supply energy for life support systems, technology, and daily human activities, making solar energy an attractive option for maintaining these habitats. Future of Venus exploration and research. Exploration missions could pave the way for floating cities on Venus. Robotic missions designed to study the atmosphere and surface conditions will provide crucial data for planning human habitation. Understanding Venus's atmosphere in detail will allow scientists to develop effective strategies for overcoming its challenges. Could floating cities become reality? While the concept of floating cities on Venus remains speculative, technological advancements in materials science, engineering, and space travel could make it possible. As humanity continues to explore space, the idea of living in floating habitats on Venus may one day shift from science fiction to reality. Conclusion. Venus as a future home? Floating cities on Venus could provide an alternative to surface colonization on other planets like Mars. Although challenges remain, Venus's atmosphere offers a relatively favorable environment for future human settlement. With the right technological innovations, humanity might one day call Venus's clouds home.